welcome to my channel. My name is Dendra. Hope you guys are all doing well. For those of you guys that are new here, welcome. And for those of you guys that are returning, welcome back. We're going to be taking a look at what Spirit's guidance is, what is going on with you, and what is your message today. So this is anybody out there that's just wanting a message from Spirit. Let's go ahead and see who my collective are, what am I collective going through, and what is the message that I need to hear. Communication, co-creation. So this is, for me, for some of you guys, a heart chakra expansion. For some, third eye expansion. Things are being illuminated at this particular time. Your connection to Spirit is profound. You channel energy. You're a healer. You may have a clear knowingness, like I just know this. It may not always come through as feeling. It may come through as knowing. I know I need to make a left turn. I just know this about somebody, right? And sometimes you can't explain it without reason. A lot of you guys are also seers, where you guys are visionaries. You see the future. I'm getting somebody that works in telecommunications or marketing for somebody specific here. But right now, there's a heart activation that's happening. There's also this energy of the crown, of the crone, and the maiden and the mother. So the triple moon goddess, even though that's not really represented here, I'm just feeling that energy of your connection to your intuition. You're meant to create something. You're meant to channel something. I'm also seeing writing or a writer or journaling. Somebody that works in TV or media, okay? You're meant to be seen, okay? So I feel like somebody here is kind of hiding off in the shadows, but I feel like you're meant to step out. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to also, I feel, start your class in 2026. I'm recording this at the end of 2025. This is a timeless reading, so no matter where you're at. But for some of you guys could be creating your classes. You could be creating your content. You could be changing things. But right now, you are definitely communicating with Spirit. Some of you guys could be communicating with your spirit guides. Some of you guys could be communicating with your angelic team, your galactic team, your starseed team, okay? You could be creating or just communicating a lot and working with others at this particular time, or needing to work with others at this particular time. All right, so here's that heart chakra opening that was talking about love, kindness, benevolence, sharing, receiving, okay? So right now, you are full of love, right? You have so much love to give, and you do give it. I feel like you give it freely with all of this heart chakra. And for others that are in here, your heart just may have been blocked because of the lack of loyalty, because of the lack of kindness that you have received. And I feel like right now, because of you, because of your energy, because of your way of being, Spirit is saying that you are deserving of love. You're deserving of somebody being loyal to you. Dogs are very loyal. They're the most loyal creatures. Cats, not so much. We have 2 cats and we have 1 dog, and that dog, doesn't matter if you yell at the dog or whatever, it will still come up and want love, right? So there's a yearning within you about love. There's a yearning within you about receiving love from others. For some, there could be a love coming in, or Spirit just wants to remind you that you're lovable, you're worthy of love, and that for some, I'm getting a suitor, right? For others, this is where you're operating at. You're an empath. You're full of love. You give, right? You co-create with the universe. You're co-creating with the divine mother, the divine father, right? And so, you do that. Okay, and there's that seer energy I was talking about, right? The third eye chakra and that full moon energy. And so you're very intuitive, visualization. So that third eye chakra is really activating right now. Trust your dreams, trust your vision. Again, a lot of you guys are seeing the future and things, okay? A lot of you guys are seeing the future. A lot of you guys are seeing things. Some of you guys are great manifestors, the magician energy, okay? But focus, right? This is also about focusing on your dreams and your goals, you're meant to create again. So, media, writer, podcast, there's something about you that it's meant to be out there. There's something that you're meant to share, okay? That, your heart and sweat and soul may be in that. And for others, some of you guys could be seeing your future, seeing the love of your life, right? Okay. Through dreams or whatever. Because you also have inspiration. This is really one of my favorite cards. It's the crown chakra. And it just reminds me of love, God, source energy, that you are part of the beginning. Okay, you were one of the creators, right, with the divine. Sometimes it's hard to wrap your head around, but a lot of us were there with source energy, and we saw the makings of creations of worlds and dimensions. We were a part of it. And so this is that crown chakra. Again, you guys are creating with God right now. You guys are sitting with the seat of God, 555 on the clock. Changes are coming, right? Gentle changes. Ask for gentle changes. Whenever you see 555, ask for those gentle changes, okay? But, this is creating, right? This is conception. This is the beginning, the cell, right? And for some, this is that soulmate energy, that union, that love that's there, okay? That some of you guys are dreaming about or seeing or communicating with, But you do have ideas coming in the spark, and this is from source energy, right? You're sitting with God. And so here's the, antenna energy that's coming down, right? That's lighting you up, okay? And that's bringing in this beautiful energy in the third eye chakra. Trust your vision. Some of you guys are inspired to take action, to do certain things, to make certain changes in your life. Some of you guys are inspired to take a chance. Yeah, there's this energy, It's like, so for some of you guys, I feel, I want to say, from the time this reading, if you're coming in for the beginning of a month, I want to say around the 20th, the week of the 20th, is going to be significant for changes that are going on in your life. Or the changes that are adjusting right now. The full moon is very significant for you, so this is where you may get a lot of your intuitive hits, a lot of your shadow energy also coming through, okay? But yeah, you guys are meant to create. This is like absolutely one of my favorite cards. It's like source energy, right? It's like God, it's like the source, And then again, I always see this when I'm looking at love readings and two people coming together, or that the God has been, it could be somebody that you feel like you've known your whole entire life or all of your incarnations type of thing, All right. The floor. Page of Cups at the bottom, the Four of Swords. For some, you're waiting for somebody to come back. Okay, somebody that wasn't sharing their feelings, and I'm going to honor that with some of the cards that came out. We have the Five of Wands, right? Competition, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, and tension. So a lot of you guys have been under fire. Again, I feel like there was a struggle within your relationship dynamics, right? Where people were not loyal, people were not supportive, people were in competition with you, right? And so that may have caused you to pull your energy back. It may have blocked your heart chakra where you don't really trust people. This can also be fighting and arguing in your life right now, right? So this usually could be around work situations. This can be around competition, people that are jealous of you, all right? Because you do have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords could represent betrayal, deception, all right? Strategy, okay? Or somebody could be very trickster. We're going to pull and explore a little bit on that Seven of Swords energy, because it's never been my favorite card to see, especially with the challenges that are coming out. But this can also, for some of you guys, represent somebody who wasn't expressing their feelings and their emotions and was holding back. This could be you or them, okay? Having an internal struggle and holding their feelings back. And I say that because the next card that came out was the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is emotionally matured energy. It's love. It's also divine love, God's love, right? And so this is all about compassion, kindness, emotionally balanced, all right? Being in control of your emotion, a leader. And so I do feel that for some of you guys here with the love and the visualization and all that stuff in the inspiration card, for some of you guys, this can be about feelings that were never expressed, feelings that were never there, but there's deep love that is here, especially that somebody could be loyal to you. You may not know that. The Three of Cups can represent third party, but it can also most importantly represent reunion energy, celebration, friendship, but it can also represent creativity. For those of you guys that this isn't resonating with, you know, you could be struggling. People could have been trying to block you, telling you, gaslighting you, manipulating you, right? And, you know, this is about your creativity. Okay, this is about, you know, trusting in the divine, trusting in God, trusting in the flow of your connection with the divine, because you got the sun. The sun is the best card to get in the tarot, right? It's like, you know, when you look at the ending, the results of everything that you're having to go through, the obstacles, the challenges, the competition, the deception, the betrayal, right? People that are not loyal to you, right? And you've learned how to balance your emotions. You've learned how to heal yourself. You learned how to love yourself. Now you're ready, right? To meet people that are more aligned, to meet love that is more aligned, okay? And then we have the sun, which is all about blessings. It's blessings. It's birthing. For some of you guys could be getting pregnant. This could be a very fertile season for you. Okay, I want to honor that with the sun, and then I want to honor that with the energy of co-creation, because creating also is motherhood. Okay, but this is the most positive card. Happiness, right? Warmth, vitality, energy, movement, children, right? Babies, you know, the sun energy. Okay, source, rebirth. Okay, knowing that all is well, this is like the most positive card. So you move from this energy of challenges and obstacles into this beautiful abundance of flow. For some of you guys, there's a return of love. There's a reunion, a soulmate reunion out there, right? And this is a blessing. We're going to pull some more, okay? But you're very creative, all right? You're very creative. You're meant to speak, use your voice. You're a healer. Your compassion, your love. Like, this is also you with the King of Cups, is you're so lovable. Like, you're deserving of love. Okay, that's too many cards, but I do see the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So for some, again, you know, somebody here, you or them, may have had an inner struggle of expression of emotions. Okay. Thank you. I just want one card for each today. Seven of Swords. Oh. I don't like that. King of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. King of Cups. Strength. And the Sun. Ace of Swords, nice. Ten of Cups at the bottom. Moving away from lack, moving away from loss, moving away from isolation, moving away from stagnation, again, moving away from conflict, disagreements, competition. You are going to be moving away from this energy, okay? So like I said, there's a flowing energy of what your struggle and obstacles are right now. If any of you guys are having legal situations or injustices or people that have done you wrong, you know, justice will be served. The balance of scales will the scales will balance, okay? All right, so for some of you guys, and again, there is that soulmate energy. I'm looking at the back of the cards. There is a soulmate energy, a soulmate connection that is here for some of you guys that may be coming in, okay? Or this just may be confirmation. All right, so, you know, here's the thing. This situation has been causing you a great deal of imbalances, all right? You may have been struggling inside, right? You know, with maybe your creation, you may be struggling with your gifts, all right? But something has been throwing you really out of balance, right? And this could be related to time management, right? Like, I want to create, I want to write, I want to do this podcast, I want to do this media, I want to do all this stuff, but I got to work in the 3D, or I got to do this. And it's about finding balance, okay? And other people could be holding you back as well. Like I said, right? This could also be external factors that are happening that could be a little bit out of your control. You may have multiple things going on, multiple priorities, heaviness, okay? And this could be around family, home, structure, all right? But you also have competition with other people, and this could be throwing you off. Like, you may want to share with your friends, but you don't know who to trust. And I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't trust anybody right now, because with the Seven of Swords and the Devil coming out, this can mean a few things for you guys, all right? So again, for those of you guys who are having this inner struggle, self-sabotaging, doubt, fear, your shadow aspect is coming out, because I did see that a little bit with that moon energy coming through, right? The Seven of Swords can be very deceptive internally, okay? So it could be you lying to yourself. It could be you deceiving yourself, right? Like, you're not good enough. You're not worthy of love. You may be feeling that you're restricted. You can't move forward. Whatever that is. It could also be dealing with addictions. You could be, dealing with some addictions or addictive behavior right now that could be throwing you out of balance, all right? You could be lying to people about that. You could have codependency, all right? Or you can be attached, okay, to people, again, that are not for you, that are manipulative, that are, a little bit evil, okay? Just saying, for some of you guys, you could be dealing with friends or families that are, again, not for you, that are disloyal, okay? And you may be choosing to break free. The Devil is all about breaking free. It's about breaking away the chains. It's about removing yourself from the toxicity. For some of you guys, you may be rethinking the love aspect, like, again, the King of Cups energy, deep love, because this is about reevaluating, but it's also about the long-term view. It's about diligence. It's about taking stock of all the things that you have planted with the Ace of Pentacles here. What do you need to weed out? You have the Six of Pentacles in here, right? Okay. And the Six of Pentacles usually means giving and receiving, not giving enough, receiving enough. This can be that you're really evaluating the people in your life that have not been serving of you, the relationships that have been serving you, the way that you think, the way that you feel about yourself, right? What has been holding you back? Where have you been giving away your energy? Okay, this can also be about really thinking and strategizing about planning for the future, about your concept, about your creation. All right, what do you need to do to execute that? What are the steps that you need to take to get there? All right. And for others of you guys, this can be you reevaluating your feelings for somebody, or somebody reevaluating their feelings for you that may have held themselves back in the past. All right. Somebody here can be tied to somebody. That third party energy that I'm picking up could be somebody that's tied to somebody that's a little bit toxic, dealing with addictions, imbalances, insecurities, manipulative, that type of thing, right? Trauma bonding, codependency. But, you are in this place of, I want this, the King of Cups. I want to be emotionally balanced. I want to be happy. Okay. So this is about your happiness, your overall happiness. The Three of Cups here, the Strength and the Death card. The endings I was telling you about with those relationships that are not serving of you, or, maybe a love that, you never had. And now here's the true love, or here's love coming in. There's a new beginning for you in the form of reunions, love, celebration, friendship, creativity. Okay. Maybe you've been holding yourself back, right? Maybe you've been hiding your feelings and your emotions, right? And it's time for your celebration. Again, your emotional happiness. Okay. For others of you guys, there is a transformation process that's happening, that metamorphosis, right? Really stepping into your power, really stepping into your life, really trusting your gifts, really trusting yourself. Okay. Knowing that your strength and resilience is going to get you through, that you are a very strong person. But I feel like you're in the era of, I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of going through things. I would like a softer era. Doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. Like, I want a softer era for myself. I want better friendships, better connections. I want more peace. I want less drama, less obstacles, less challenges, less gossip, less competition, right? Okay. So trust in the things that are falling away, the endings, self-sabotaging beliefs, the fears, the doubts, the friendships, the connections, those type of things, the things that are throwing you out of balance. Trust the endings of that, right? Because you're going through this transformation period, okay? Where I feel like it's going to be a little bit more soft for you. And then, the Ace of Swords, right? There's going to be mental clarity coming through, breakthroughs, okay? Success. And this is with the Sun energy. So this is like the most beautiful outcome that you can get, you guys, because this is just saying you're going to have a new way of thinking, a new way of speaking, a new way of expressing, a new mental way of energy. And it's going to bring you the success that you're desiring. Right? Whether that's love, whether that's a baby, whether that's better relationships, a better job, right? Communicating, really expressing your truth, right? Living in your truth, okay? So that's just a beautiful way to say that, you know, everything is going to be okay with the 10 of Cups, right? This is emotional happiness, divine love, harmony, okay? Blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams coming true, family contentment, total love and support, right? And that's all that I'm talking about here with the co-creation when I'm talking about divine love, right? You know, and what it is with this love, the King of Cups here, right? It's about you getting your emotional happiness, right? There's a spark, there's an inspiration. Something inspired you to make changes. Maybe something inspired you to, or someone inspired you to look at the situation, this toxicity, right, that you're kind of in, okay? And really take stock, what's going to make me happy, right? What job do I need to be at? What position do I need to be at, okay? What type of success, what does success mean for me? All right, let's go ahead and close this reading with some tea leaves. I do offer one-on-one sessions, so if you would like to book a private reading with me, all of my information is listed below, okay? Okay, we have Stork. Ooh, didn't I say somebody here is pregnant? News of a birth or a new business opportunity. So however that works for you, okay? Because you are creating, you are birthing something new. There's a new beginning, whether that's you, new relationships, an actual baby, right? Or somebody in your family. But again, I was picking up on somebody's very fertile right now. So, you know, go for it. Okay. Don't think about it. Just go for it. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. That's that deception energy, that devil. Okay, so be very careful. Somebody is in competition with you. Somebody is not for you. Again, even with that love card and the loyalty and all the beautiful things that the dog represents, I picked up on somebody is not loyal to you, right? That's in your group. I feel like somebody here is the devil. Okay, and the devil does wear a mask. The vase, secret admirer. Somebody's watching you. Okay. So however that resonates, love, you know, like I said, somebody here, Spirit wants to say, there is love. There's a suitor, okay? There's somebody here that does have deep love for you. And it may be shared, right? With that spark energy and the two that I was saying, somebody here may share the same feelings and emotions for you that has not expressed their truth, all right? That has been holding back. We have the Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person, okay? So that devil energy, again, this could be you. This can be other people, all right? We have the lake, stepping into a new experience. That's that new beginning, you guys, all right? That's that, you know, Seven of Pentacles is where you're really going to take stock at. Where am I giving my resources to? Who am I giving my resources to? What am I giving my resources to? Why am I giving away my resources? And what do I need to do to be emotionally balanced, to love myself, to feel God's love flowing to me, for God to pursue me through my business, for God to pursue me, that literally opened my heart. So for somebody here, this is about love from God. Maybe you don't feel worthy of God's love. Maybe your heart chakra has been blocked. Maybe you feel God doesn't love you. I've been there before. I understand that feeling, right? Where you question if God loves you. From all the harshness and obstacles and the devil, per se, playing a part, okay? And it's moving into, those situations where this is a reminder for you that there is divine love, that God does love you, that God is going to bring you the right people that are truly aligned with you in love, in business, in your relationships, okay? So we have the yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Remember, I was picking up somebody here is feeling very restricted, okay? Like maybe in a toxic situation that you're needing to break out of for your emotional happiness, whether that's job, work, even your own belief systems, okay? March could be significant for somebody here, all right? You could be born in March, or this reading that you're listening to could be happening in March, or March could be significant if you're listening to this before, all right? And then we have sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, and what does that say, you guys? A fresh start, a new beginning. All right, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed the reading. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Trust the process, you guys, and always trust the journey.